subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.
Now here the question says, which bank offered rupees 2,933 crore line of credit, LOC. Line of credit means the country, which country is taking this line of credit, means that country have to pay interest on the borrowed amount, that too with lower rate of interest. So in this question context, which bank offered rupees 2,933 crore line of credit to the Maldives for the Greater Malay Connectivity Project? So for Greater Malay Connectivity Project, India's Exim Bank, here the answer is India's Exim Bank offering a loan to Maldives country. So in this context, we are using line of credit. Line of credit means the country, the Maldives, getting loan from India's Exim Bank. So they will get very low rate of interest. So very low rate of interest. So for this purpose, that Exim Bank is offering 2,933 crore line of credit to the Maldives for Greater Malay Connectivity Project. So when it comes to background of this question, means that regarding Malay, so it is the capital of Maldives, it is Malay, and currency of Maldives, it is Maldivian Rupiah. The currency of Maldives, Maldivian Rupiah. And when it comes to our Exim Bank headquarters, it is Mumbai, and present MD of Exim Bank, David Ruskinha. Now next question says, the Financial Action Task Force, FATF, it is Asia Pacific Group. The Financial Action Task Force, FATF Asia Pacific Group, has kept which country in its enhanced follow-up list? This FATF Asia Group has kept one country in its enhanced follow-up list. So here the answer is, which country they are asking, that question is. So the answer is Pakistan. This Financial Action Task Force, FATF Asia Pacific Group, has kept this Pakistan in its enhanced follow-up list. This FATF has downgraded this Pakistan status from regular follow-ups to enhanced follow-up. So enhanced follow-up means it signifies that the country is supposed to provide its monthly reports of its complaints to FATF. So Pakistan country is supposed to provide their monthly reports of their complaints to Financial Action Task Force ASEAN Pacific Group. So this FATF has put Pakistan as enhanced follow-up list. So when it comes to this FATF static part, that FATF headquarters, it is Paris, France. And when it comes to Pakistan capital, Islamabad. Now moving on to next question. The question says, Reserve Bank of India has raised bank's aggregate exposure limit for a small business from 5 crore to rupees dash crores. The Reserve Bank of India has raised a bank's aggregate exposure limit, means bank's aggregate loan amount to particular sector, that to small business sector. So earlier that Reserve Bank of India's bank's maximum aggregate retail exposure was limit was 5 crore. So now they increased to 7.5 crores. So earlier this limit was 5 crore, now they made it to 7.5 crores. So this enhancement in the limit will lead to an increase in credit flow for small businesses. So usually small businesses means up to 5 crore they are RBI as considering as small business. Now that credit limit, that credit exposure limit extended to 7.5 crores. So here the answer is 7.5 crores. Now moving on to next question. The question says, with whom SEBI. So SEBI has partnered to roll out SEBI's video based KYC solution. So with whom SEBI has partnered to roll out SEBI's video based KYC solution? So with MasterCard company. So MasterCard has entered into a MasterCard. It is a debit card and credit cards manufacturing company, service provider. This MasterCard has entered into a partnership with this SEBI, a leading RegTech startup, to roll out this SEBI's video based KYC, that is know your customer solution. So this SEBI's video based solution will lead to based on artificial intelligence and machine learning technologies. So through video based KYC solution, they will do the KYC of the customers. So it is faster than paper based KYC process, and it helps to reduce paper based KYC activity. So KYC, its abbreviation is know your customer. they are identifying the identity of the customers. So that we will call it as KYC, know your customer. So here Mastercard has partnered with this Signy. It is a video based KYC solutions company. So now when it comes to static part, this Mastercard headquarters, it is in United States, New York. Friends, you can follow our channel in social platforms like Telegram, Facebook and Instagram. These links I have provided in description section. Friends, I am providing these weekly updates from March month onwards. So any one of you missed our previous months or weeks updates on this bank and financial news, so you can reach playlist section and take weekly updates playlist. So there every week's banking and financial updates you could see. So you can pick and watch it if you are missed it. Now further moving on to next question. The question says India and World Bank launched STARS STARS project. So the question is, what does STARS stands? The answer is strengthening teaching, learning and results for states. So that abbreviation is, the STARS abbreviation is strengthening teaching, learning and results for states. So we'll see about this STARS. So the Union Cabinet chaired by our Prime Minister Sri Narendra Singh Modi ji has approved the implementation of this STARS project under the New Education Policy 2020 NEP. So recently Government of India has approved a new education policy. Under this policy they have implemented a project. That project name is called STARS. It is strengthening teaching, learning and results for states. This STARS project will be implemented as a centrally sponsored scheme under Department of School Education and Literacy Education Ministry. This STARS project will be implemented centrally under the Department of School Education and Literacy Education Ministry. The main aim of this project is to strengthen the education system and to grant the right to education for all. So the STARS project main aim is to strengthen the education system and to grant the right to education for all. Now moving on next question. The question says, in a partnership with whom Axis Bank launched Axis AC credit card? I'll repeat question once again. In the partnership with whom Axis Bank has launched Axis ACE credit card? So the answer is Google Pay and Visa. Axis Bank has partnered with Google Pay and Visa to launch their Axis ACE credit card. So the aim behind launching this credit card is to increase users' participation in the digital world. So users has to pay through digital only. So in that point of view, so the aim is, in that point of view, the partnership was made. So Google Pay and Visa with Axis Bank has launched this Axis AC credit card. So when it comes to static part, Axis Bank headquarters in Mumbai and present MD and CEO of Axis Bank, Amitabh Chaudhary. Now the next question says, India contributed $1 million to UNRWA, United Nations Relief and Works Agency. UNRWA, United Nations Relief and Works Agency for Palestinian refugees. Here the answer is 1 million. India contributed $1 million to United Nations Relief and Works Agency for Palestinian refugees. So this will support agencies, program and services like education, healthcare and social services. So for supporting Palestinian refugees, their education, their healthcare and social services, our India contributing $1 million to United Nations Relief and Works Agency. So when it comes to headquarters of this UNRWA, it is Amman, Jordan. In Jordan is UNRWA headquarters was there. Now moving on next question. The question says, with which insurance company? PhonePe has partnered to launch car and bike insurance products. So the answer is Bajaj Allianz General Insurance Company has tie-up with PhonePe to launch, to offer car and bike insurance products. So PhonePe has partnered with this Bajaj Allianz General Insurance Company to launch car and bike insurance products on their platform. So when it comes to static part, the headquarters of Bajaj Allianz, it is Pune, Maharashtra. When it comes to MD and CEO of Bajaj Allianz, Tapan Singhal. When it comes to PhonePe, you know already. So PhonePe, it is headquarters Bangalore, it is startup company, and the CEO of PhonePe, Samir Nigam. Now next question says, with whom Early Salary has partnered to launch salary card. So early salary, it is a company, it is company name. So here early salary has partnered with NPCI, National Payment Corporation of India, to launch their salary card. So this card is launched to provide immediate access for salaried professionals, so which will help them to make instant purchases across merchants in India. So the salary card, it is a zero touch digital card. This is a credit card type, and this credit solution of this card is provided by the RuPay platform, so by NPCI. So early salary has joined hands with NPCI, National Payment Corporation of India, to launch this salary card. So when it comes to static part, the National Payment Corporation of India, NPCI headquarters Mumbai, and MD and CEO of NPCI Dilip Asbe. When it comes to early salary, it is a headquarters early salary, it is Pune, Maharashtra. So I'll repeat this early salary as partnered with NPCI to launch a salary card. This salary card is zero touch digital card. So this card is aimed is to provide immediate access for salaried professionals, which will help them to make instant purchases across merchants in India. Now moving on to next question. The question says, from when IRDA has made mandatory to all insurance companies to offer Saral Jeevan Bima. So from when? So the answer is from 1st Jan 2020. From 1st Jan 2020, IRDA has made mandatory of offering this insurance policy, Saral Jeevan Bima, by all life insurance companies from 1st Jan 2020. So this Saral Jeevan Bima will be linked, it is a non-linked and non-participating individual pure risk premium life insurance plan, and it has no maturity benefit. So the guidelines of the Saral Jeevan Bima are released by IRDA, so that details will be available in IRDA website. When it comes to this Saral Jeevan Bima, the insurance plan offers optional accidental benefit and permanent disability rider. So the sum assured will be paid to nominee in case of death of the holder of the policy. So here the answer is 1st Jan 2021. So from that 1st Jan 2021 onwards, IRDA has made mandatory to all insurance companies to offer Saral Jeevan Bima policy. So now when it comes to static part, the IRDA headquarters, it is Hyderabad, Telangana, and present chairman of IRDA, Subhash Chandra Kuntia. Friends, I am providing these weekly updates from March month onwards. So any one of you missed our previous months or weeks updates on this bank and financial news, so you can reach playlist section and take weekly updates playlist. So there every week's banking and financial updates you could see, so you can pick and watch it if you are missed it. Now the next question says, Reserve Bank of India will conduct the first ever OMO, open market operations in state development loans, SDLs, for how much amount? So the answer is 10,000 crores. Reserve Bank of India will conduct open market operations in state development loans of a total amount of rupees 10,000 crores on October 22nd. So this is the first ever OMO purchase of state development loans, that is SDLs, we will call it as SDL, state development loans. So RBI will conduct the first ever OMO operations, or open market operations, in state government loans for 10,000 rupees crores. Now moving on next question, the question says, how much amount will be borrowed by the government of India on behalf of the states under the special GST window to meet the revenue shortfall of GST compensation? So due to COVID, every state is suffering this GST. So here the question is, how much amount will be borrowed by the government of India on behalf of the states under the special GST window to meet the revenue shortfall of GST compensation? The answer is 1.1 lakh crore. The central government has recently announced that 1.1 lakh crore rupees will borrow under the special GST window to meet the revenue shortfall on account of implementing GST compensation, goods and service tax compensation. So the answer is 1.1 lakh crores. And if you haven't yet subscribed my channel, please subscribe my Invoting YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get the latest notification to your mobile. Thanks for watching. Thank you. Jai Hind.